can heal? Who can heal time? I know you made your mistakes. It's a natural act of imperfect act. And in fact, is it really, really such a crime? In events such as these, when our answers proceeded to riddle, 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 riddle in a rhyme. It's a riddle in a rhyme. All through the obstacles around, it's truly only freedom that surrounds. With every breath, a living voice. With every rest, yes, there is a choice. And to see what you want to see, for it to be there must surely be mountains to climb, cliffs to scale, bridges to build, and we will persevere. And we will persevere. And we will persevere. Of imperfect act, and in fact, is it really, really such a crime? In events such as these, when our answers proceeded to riddle, 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 riddle in a rhyme. It's a riddle in a rhyme. It's a riddle in a, it's a riddle in a. It's a riddle in a, 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 it's a riddle in a rhyme.
Hey guys, Dave, Darren, great to see you guys. Let's see who we got here. We got the Joy, we've got Allison, Belgabrig, Richard, good to see you, and a bunch of other people that have just joined. If you're there, announce yourselves. Tell me who's there. Some people have wondered what this show is all about. I'll tell you what this show is about. This show is about a guy like me who goes in his day gig and is bored out of his fucking mind, where people, you know, I get hecklers on this show, and they call up. If you're a heckler, make sure you call tonight. But I get hecklers that call up the show, And they end the heckling call with penis, penis, penis. When I'm in my day gig, I never hear an Indian say penis, penis, penis. I never hear that. With their Kerry breath, I never hear the word penis, penis, penis. So this show is actually a breath of fresh penis. And that's why we're all here. We're all here because this show is kind of a brand new version of the Dave Darren Show, where I was doing UFOs and extraterrestrials. Good to see you, Arizona. Good to see you. How are you tonight? Good to see you join the show. So look, this is what tonight's going to be, kind of a gross out show. And it's going to be a show that's going to kind of liquidate all the people that have started to dislike me and start to vanish from my thread and my... For instance, tonight's the first night we're doing a show on YouTube. I usually did the show on Facebook, but what did Richard just say? Facebook gave him AIDS or something like that? Facebook gave Richard HIV. So now he's on YouTube because he's clean. He's now clean. He's a healthy dude again who is having trouble getting laid because we tried to get him laid with Liz a couple of weeks ago and it didn't work out. But that's what this show is about. This show is supposed to be about fun, excitement, for you guys to call in. You can heckle me if you want, because now you can heckle me full blast, all right? And now watch, I'll never get any heckler phone calls again, because I invited them to be on. So my number one heckler, though, I got to tell you this guy, he's a real pain in the balls. This guy Miller, some of you guys know him. This show is not going to be about Miller, by the way. But this guy Miller is like telling me, don't get off Facebook. Stay on Facebook. No, he has no idea what he's doing. Someone else say, I'm 100% clean, I swear. That's what Richard says. He's a virgin now. Richard is now a virgin. All right, so now let's see. I did want to announce Miller. I will do it one time during this show. Let's get it over with. I'll give you the little version of, now, for those of you that know Miller, he's this dude who's trying to get laid with this chick, Weathered Hate. Her real name is Heather Wade, but I call her Weathered Hate because she is she is not 100% clean, Richard. So don't get involved with her. I mean, she looks like she looks like she could use a bath on her hiney, because we've seen her hiney, right? We've seen the ass cheeks. I think I saw something between there that was a little bit distasteful that you would not want to go in there and taste. So hang on one second, guys. So for you guys that know Miller, he's trying to hook up with this chick, Heather. She's like blowing him off, and he doesn't want to get blown off. He'd rather not do it the off part. So he's trying to get with her. He's having a hard time. Literally, he's not having a hard time. He went to her doorstep, and he dropped off this package, and he's like the Star Wars guy. You're not going to get laid if you like Star Wars, by the way. You're not. It ain't going to happen. That's like a geek and a half show. I mean, we did have Harrison Ford in it, who was cool, but beyond Harrison Ford, no one ain't getting laid in that show, or watching that show, or receiving gifts. Miller gave Heather a Yoda doll. Now, a Yoda doll, what does a Yoda doll look like? You remember Yoda from Star Wars? He was a little tiny guy, all wrinkled up. I'm sure Heather had opened it up, and she just imagined Miller's penis looking like a Yoda doll. Small and wrinkly, and that's why he wasn't doing good. Why would you give someone a Yoda doll? But here's a little introduction to Miller in song, in parody. Here we go. If you never met him, you get to know him right now. He does a show, or tries to. Here we go. Check him out. Here we go.
There are times when only an ice-cold beer will do. And there are times, like this one. You ever seen a grown man naked?
Yeah, I'm headed home with me some bologna sandwich.
That's a bologna sandwich.
That's all it's just about to eat.
There ain't no prostitute in my area that looks like Julia Roberts.
You not hoeing or anything?
No, I'm too old for that. Who gonna walk me? Who gonna walk me? Who gonna walk me? Who gonna walk me?
Hey, big boy, what are you looking for today?
Don't call me right now. Anybody.
Of a lovely lady who was bringing up three very lovely girls.
I have done only one gangbang on camera.
Babaloo, babaloo. You hear me?
Of a man who was busy with three boys of his own. They were four men living all together. Yes, they were all alone.
That's what I thought. Fucking brilliant. Covers it. Thank you. How can that be it?
All right, guys, good to see you back. So this is the Gross Out Show. So if anyone's got anything gross to share with tonight's show, tell me about it. Let's get you on the air, because I've got some gross out stories to tell you. First of all, here's some people don't know my history. I used to be a musician. I used to be a performer in the 70s. And I had this buddy named Bill, all right? Bill, my buddy Bill, he was having as hard a time getting laid as Miller is Karen Day. So Bill's out there with me. I bring him out to a gig that I'm playing, all right? I'm a rock star up there on the stage. I used to look good back in the 70s and the 80s. I look friggin' horrible now, and I know that. That's why I do a radio show. I do video, right? It makes sense. Radio is supposed to be the hidden personality or the hidden face, and here I am showing you what I look like. What a mistake, right? What a mistake to grab an audience looking like this. But I used to look pretty hot. So I'm out there, and Bill needs some penis action. Or maybe needs vagina action. I have no idea. I have no idea what the guy wants, what his sexual preference is. I don't know. But I bring him that so he can meet a guy, a girl, couples, transgender, whatever he wants to meet. He's there at the same place I am. I'm playing up on stage. I'm expecting him to be in the audience, rocking out. Looks like we got a phone call here already. Let's see who this is. Hey, this is Dave Darren, man. Who do we got on the call?
Hey, I got a nice gross one to tell you, Dave.
All right, let's get it happening. I want the grossest story because you will not top my gross story that I'm going to tell you. So try, and it's great. You're coming on first, and I'm going to give you my gross story right after you. What's your name, by the way?
My name's Greg.
Okay, Greg, what do you got going? I'll give you the grossest story. Here we go. Tell us.
So, I was at a grocery store. And I met this haggard older Asian lady.
Uh-huh.
And she started talking me up, and she asked if I could help her with her groceries and shit.
Okay.
And it was pretty cool for a while, She was talking to me, telling me some things, and I thought things were just good, and I was gonna get to go home. But right there in the middle of the parking lot, she made me do some weird stuff. I got into her car with her. I started eating her ass, and she started riding me, and she said I was so good that she actually gave me one of her husband's Haagen-Dazs ice cream bars, and then there were only 3 left in the box.
What did you do? Did you smear any of the Haagen-Dazs on her booty? Did you do that just because that is?
Yeah. This was actually just earlier in the week at a grocery store in Arizona.
Oh,
penis.
Well, no, I was going to ask you about the Asian chick because my wife is Asian. I want to know if he did the same thing to that old, ugly Asian that I do to my wife who's a cute Asian. I got to do that with the Haagen-Dazs. I think Haagen-Dazs, the chocolate mixed with, because we got this one, I forget the name of it, Spirits, I think it is. I've got to try that because it seems like it's a slippery ice cream more than normal. Because usually we get the friendly ice cream or we get something like this. The Haagen-Dazs seems slipperier. My wife's getting dry. We're in Arizona. I put a drip system on her tonight to lubricate her vagina. But I think the Haagen-Dazs ice cream is a better lubricant. I'm going to try that out. The guy had a good point. I'm going to do that with the Haagen-Dazs ice cream. So let me tell you, Richard says, not the ice cream. Oh, we got another call here. Another guy is going to say penis, penis. After he gives us his gross story, here we go. This is Dave Darren. You're on the Dave Darren Show with the Gross Out Show. What's going on? Give us a gross story.
What?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said give us your gross story. This is the equivalent art.
Oh, I don't have a ghost story. I have a lot of ghost stories, actually. I lived in a haunted building.
No, well,
but I wanted to talk to Dave about doing the Art Bell type show. I think he's very good at it, and I've been listening to Art Bell since 1991.
Oh, okay.
I started listening.
Did he get you horny? Did he get you horny? Did you think his voice was sexy? Or did he have a sexy? He had a deep, sexy voice, right?
I do.
No, he did. Art Bell, no, you have a sexy voice.
I don't know about his voice. I just think he's got something, and I think if he stays on and he really, really pushes, we need somebody to take Art Bell's place because we do.
Oh, okay.
I miss him terribly. This guy does it for me.
Yeah, by the way, you do have a sexy voice, Cole. Look at my dog in the background. My dog's rolling over while my dog's hearing your voice. Look at that. My dog's getting
Oh,
by your
that's
voice.
right. You know, I'm 64 years old.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I don't think it's a sexy voice. It's an old voice.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I used to do an Art Bell show. That's why I don't do coast to coast. I do gross to gross now. So, but I appreciate you calling. And I used to do an Art Bell type of show, but, you know, it wasn't taking off. You can never
Is
take...
this Dave Darren?
Yeah, it is. This is Dave Darren. Yes, it is. You got me.
Oh, Jesus. I thought you weren't talking to some guy, some gross guy?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Well, everyone that calls my show tends to be that way. Yep.
Can I turn my computer up and hear you?
Oh, my God. Do you want to do that? You're 64 years old. You're going to have a heart
Then
attack.
I get confused, right?
Yeah, you're going to have a heart attack listening to this show.
Well, listen, I want you to try. I have a ghost story for you. I have a lot of ghost stories.
Okay, well, some night we'll do that. We'll go back to that, but we're not doing that tonight. Tonight's gross to gross. It's not ghost to ghost. But we'll do that some night.
And why are you only on twice a week?
Because I'll tell you why. Because I recently I got remarried to my wife. You know, there's some older guys that get remarried to their wife.
I know. I was married to an older guy.
Okay, so I got
He passed away before. Yeah.
I got remarried to her, and a wedding gift from her to me was Viagra. So I can only be on 2 nights a week because the other nights I'm sexually pleasing my wife. So I'm too busy to do a radio show.
But you can do that during the day, can't you? It doesn't have to be at night, darling.
Well, no, it has to be at night because if you saw what I look like, you got to see that my wife doesn't want to see my face.
You just look like husband and me, too.
I got to make sure that there's no moonlight. We can't do it in a full moon because then sometimes it shines in and you see the face.
Turn on all the lights.
Yes. Okay.
No. God's scared on me. You can't talk to Art Bell.
Okay.
My daughter, she knows he's dead. You're talking to Art Bell?
Yeah.
No, I think that you should give it a shot.
Okay.
Please give it a shot.
Okay. Well, I'll give it a shot after I'm finished giving my wife a shot tonight. Okay. So thanks a lot for calling the show. Okay.
So cute.
You're a great lady to talk to. Thanks so much.
Yeah, and you know what? You are too. You're cute.
Oh, thanks.
You're a cute guy.
Oh, thanks so much.
You got to do it more than twice a week.
Well,
you got to tell your wife. In the beginning, dear, I have to work at least 3 nights a week.
Okay.
And then you can have me 5 nights a week, but you've got to work at least 3 nights a week, Dave.
Okay, I shall try. I'll try to up it 1 more night a week, and then in the meantime, I'll get my wife a gigolo because I was a gigolo for 1 night, by the way. I was. One night I was.
Did you think I could hire you?
If someone would hire me back in the 70s, looking at me now, it would be pretty bad.
Because if I could hire you, Dave, I would.
I'll tell you what. If I become a gigolo again, I will give you a discount coupon. Okay? I'll give you a discount coupon. I'll give you a discount for me if I become a gigolo.
All right, great. Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling.
I'll talk to you again.
Okay, I'll talk to you again. Thanks for calling.
Okay.
Okay, guys, this is Dave Darren back again. So my gross to gross story, it's funny because I spoke to, I think that was Gina Marie, who's a new viewer, listener to the show. She's an Art Bell admirer. I know that she thought that I did an Art Bell type of show like I used to do, but I'll tell you the truth. You can never copy a legend. I was not trying to copy him. I did try to take a little bit of his format and put a rock and roll spin on it. But, you know, I'll tell you one thing. To get locked into one format where you're talking UFOs, extraterrestrials, it locks you in. So I like being a wide open show. Now, if some people want me to do an Art Bell type of show or a coast-to-coast type of show once in a while, I'll do it. It was a blast when I did it. It was fun. Trust me, it was fun. But this is more fun doing a gross show. So back to my story about Bill, all right? I'm a rock and roll guy. I'm on stage. Bill's walking around, trying to get laid, I guess, guy, girl, couple, whatever he wanted to do, whatever his genre for that night was, all right? So my set's finished. We did actually 3 sets on one night. It's a lot different than now. Today's music, they got like 3 bands playing one evening, so it's a band, breakdown, band, breakdown, band, breakdown. So it's 3 different bands. We were good enough, we played all night. We were that good, right? So we're playing, so it's our break. So I'm off stage. I'm looking around for Bill. I can't find Bill. So I'm thinking, well, maybe Bill's in the car. Maybe he's getting laid in the car, which is okay. It's not my car, it's his car. So that's cool. So he's getting laid in his car. So I go to hit the hay, right? I'm in the bathroom and I see Bill's, because Bill wears these kind of crazy shoes all the time. So I saw Bill's shoes. You know, I'm not looking in the stall, but I see Bill's shoes. And it's funny because I see Bill's shoes and then I see his pant leg horizontal with the ground. So I see the shoe and I see the pants. And I'm thinking, well, I guess he's got the girl on the toilet seat and he's in that position. So I thought that's kind of cool. And then I hear some noises and I'm thinking, okay, so this is cool. Bill knows what he's doing. I can't believe it. I can't believe he knows what he's doing. Looking at Bill, you would think he would have no idea. But then I'm hearing some splashing and stuff like that and like some yelling. And so the doors kind of open a little bit. So I thought he was hoping maybe a voyeur. He wanted to get seen by him with the chick there. Maybe another girl would come in or maybe another guy would come in. So I open up the door and I see Bill. And I guess he's never been used to drinking like that. So he's vomiting into the toilet, all right? So that's not so bad, right? Vomiting into the toilet is okay. But I got to tell you, this is what must have happened. There must have been a guy that sat on that toilet and was constipated. And after he was constipated, the toilet wouldn't flush. He was probably still in the toilet. You know, he's trying to be a gentleman to flush the constipated duty down the toilet. But after that, he probably opened up and had diarrhea because Bill is vomiting into the toilet and the toilet is overfilled already. And diarrhea is bubbling out of the toilet while he's vomiting into the toilet. And that is the most gross thing I have ever seen, is a guy chunking away in a toilet full of diarrhea. And it's all over the stall. And I almost felt like I was almost going to open the stall next to him and contribute to the vomit by vomiting in the toilet. I had to get out of there. And that night, when my sets were finished, I didn't look for Bill anymore. I have no idea where Bill landed, where he went. I'm assuming it was all over his pants. Thank God I didn't drive with him to the gig. I told him where the gig was, and he showed up. And by the way, I've never, at that point, I don't like driving in other people's cars because I don't trust their driving skills. I didn't trust sitting in the car that Bill sat in with vomit, diarrhea all over his pants, and the guy probably didn't clean up. I got another story about Bill. After we play this, you know, today I was supposed to do this gig for John today. John is a fellow IT guy like me. Can you believe I'm an IT guy doing this type of dicked up show? But I'm an IT guy, and this guy John wanted me to call one of these recruiters, and I'm going to do that tomorrow because in the meantime today I decided just to call up one of those freaky phone sex lines and see if I get Heather Wade on the phone sex line because I know a radio show is not kicking ass. So I decided to call up a phone sex line and ask for Heather, but I didn't connect to Heather, so I just thought, you know what, I'll whack off here to some phone sex and we'll see what happens. So here's what happened when Dave Darren called up a phone sex line earlier today. You missed it. I was going to run it live, but I figured, you know what, I'll give you guys the courtesy of during the Grow Show here, Dave Darren having phone sex. Here we go, guys.
Thanks for calling Autoerotica. Number 1 in automated phone sex. Please say the name of the person you'd like to speak with.
Brandy.
I think you said Brandy. If this is correct, press 1.
Hi, this is Brandy. Please state your name.
Dave Darren.
Hello. What are you wearing?
Jeans and a t-shirt?
I think you said jeans and a t-shirt. Is that right?
Yes.
That's hot. What would you like me to do to you?
Why don't you go down on me?
I think you said go down on you. Is that right?
Yeah, you bet that's right.
I'm going down on you. Oh, wow. You are really stiff. Does it feel good to you?
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Does it feel good to you?
Yes. Stroke it.
I'm stroking it. Holy cow. You are really hard. Would you mind if my friend joins in?
Are you kidding me? Sure.
Great. Press 1 for Crystal. Press 2 for Yolanda. Press 3 for Jamie.
birthday. I'm Jamie. Thanks for letting me in on the fun. What do you want me to do to you?
Ow! No, Jamie. Put Brandy back in the line. Get rid of Jamie.
I'm pretty sure you said get rid of Brandy.
No.
Goodbye.
What do you want me to do to you?
No. End this call.
I'm pretty sure you said play with my balls.
Oh? What?
I'm playing with your ball.
Oh, jeez, I'm just missing my wife.
I'm pretty sure you said fist me while whacking off. Is that right?
No, absolutely not.
I'm fisting you.
Oh, jeez, honey, come back.
And I'm whacking off.
Oh, my God, no. Please, just put Brandy back on the line.
I'm pretty sure you said put Randy on the line.
Hi, this is Randy.
Hi, Randy.
Hi, Jamie. Where should I penetrate?
No, you don't. No, this is getting ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure you said pearl necklace. Is that right?
Oh, a necklace for my wife. All right. Is this Home Shopping Channel?
A text message has just been sent to
Dave Darren's
cell phone.
Oh, God, not that kind of necklace. That's disgusting. Huh. I don't know. Hello, Dave Darren. Hello.
This is Randy.
And Jamie.
Would you like us to finish on your chest?
No, stop.
Hells yeah.
Hot damn, we just finished on your chest.
Oh, God, no. Oh, God. What a night. Oh, what a night. Call back again.
Pearl necklace complete.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. If anyone wants to call in, 609-467-4000. Try to top the gross show I just told you about. Good to see Piggus Winks. At least my phone robot has an Australian accent. And let's see what else we got here. We got Piggus Winks says at least he didn't knock over the toilet. That's about my buddy Bill. Well, the toilets are when you go to the classy bars I go to, the toilets are actually connected to the floor, so you can't knock the toilets over. I go to these classy joints, by the way. So I'll tell you another story. This is a story. It's not Bill. It's this guy Richard. It's not Richard that watching the show tonight. It's another Richard. And this is probably about 3 or 4 years after my Bill incident. It took me that long to recover from that incident. Thank God before I had another gross incident. So this guy Richard, a buddy of mine, he's moving, and I'll tell you something. People that are moving are total pain in the asses, aren't they? Because they ask their friends to help them move. Don't you fucking hate that? I hate when friends ask me to help them to move. Because what do you get for that? It's like being in work, by the way. It's the same as work. They have these lunch and learns, right? Lunch and learns, and what do they serve? They serve you pizza. So for your hour of time spent at a lunch and learn, you get paid $5 because you get 2 slices of pizza worth $2.50 because they're Domino's pizzas. They don't even buy great pizza. So you eat 2 slices of $2.50 slice each of pizza. So you get paid $2.50 times 2, $5. Same thing when you go and you help out a dude move. You get beer and you get Pabst Blue Ribbon, the same shit that Miller drinks, by the way, or you get Coors Light, which is exactly the beer that Miller drinks. He drinks Coors Light. Now, I'll tell you something. Coors Light tastes like my swimming pool. If you want to drink Coors Light or Pabst Blue Ribbon like Miller does, I'll tell you, I'll just go to Philadelphia and I'll get some water from the Schuylkill River, or I'll go into my pool. You can go into anyone's pool, and Pabst Blue Ribbon tastes the same as the pool water. I'll tell you how it tastes. It tastes the same because you ever notice when people get in the pool and do they bathe before they get in the pool? Did they take a shower before they get in your pool? You invite people over for a pool party, right? Did they, and you're letting them use your restroom, right? Because they're drinking beer, Pabst Blue Ribbon and Coors, and then they ask, where's the bathroom? And they're going in the bathroom, and then you got a pool party going on, right? So now, when they're in the bathroom, what do they do in the bathroom now? They either peed. Now, are they like a woman where the woman dries off her vagina when she's finished? Does the guy do that? He taps, right? And tapping's not good enough when you're my age and then you get in the pool. It's not good enough. And then did he do more than pee? The guy is eating tacos is another thing that are served at pool parties, right? You're eating tacos. What's the first thing in a taco? You gotta go use the bathroom because you're farting, right? and you got to go in and you got to use the toilet. And you're not only peeing in the toilet, right? So you're doing something else in the toilet. You got a pool party going on. Did the guy clean his bottom enough? No, he's getting in your pool, and he's cleaning his bottom off in your pool. He's using your pool like a bidet. He is cleaning out his ass in the pool, right? Chlorine is not going to get rid of that. Chlorine is not your friend. In a pool full of guys that are eating tacos, drinking beers, ask where your toilet is, and you notice that the roll of toilet paper isn't getting smaller and smaller and smaller, so they're just not wiping. They're going in your pool, and that is their toilet paper. The pool is their toilet paper, and that's what Coors beer tastes like. Coors beer and Pabst Blue Ribbon taste like a pool at a pool party after having a bunch of dudes over eating tacos and not cleaning their bottoms off in the pool. That's exactly what Pabst Blue Ribbon tastes like. All right, so if you had no idea, now you know. Okay, so my phone's not ringing with gross stories. What's the matter with you guys? Are my stories too good? Where you think you're not going to be able to top them? Let's see, anyone else said anything here? Let's see, I got to put my glasses on to read some of these because the print is too small. Let's see, we got, they should at least buy you some beer and some pizza for your effort. The worst thing is when they don't have anything packed when you show up and you helped. Oh my God. That is so true. You know, I've helped only one dude move. This one dude, I told you, Richard, right? Let me get back to the story. Piggy Winks. Is that your real last name? John Piggy Winks or something like that. Sounds like you're in that one of those, remember that movie, the Christmas thing that happens, right? Oh, we got a caller here. This is Dave Barron. You're on Gross to Gross. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Richard.
Hey, Richard, what's going on? Hey, good to talk to you. What's going on? Give us your gross
story. Long time no hear.
Yeah, what's your gross story? You got one to top mine? Can you beat my gross story? What do you got going on?
I don't think anyone can top yours. Yours is extra gross.
Okay, all right. Well, try. What do you?
I do have one similar, actually.
Okay.
It was years ago. I was in school yet, and I guess someone had shit on the floor in the bathroom. And I actually went in there, unknowingly had stepped in it and walked all the way back to class with it. Yeah, this was my senior year, so it was like... I was sitting in there, the whole place stank. I figured that someone in class had probably was passing gas, and there was actually a point in time where I crossed my legs and ended up getting shit all over my jeans. And it was at that point that I realized that I had stepped in shit somewhere. And I tried to get over it like I always do. I took some deep breaths, tried to step out of the room and have a couple pezzes. And that's when it hit me that Dave Darren kind of looks like Jerry Sandusky mixed with the Crypt Keeper. Fuck you.
Oh, I did. I think you're right. I do look like him. These guys are right. I tell you, these hecklers nail some shit. I do look like the Crypt Keeper. I didn't think of that. You're right. I look like him. Oh my God! I got to do something. I got to get like a hair weave or something like that. I tell you guys that the only reason I look like this with the big forehead and the long hair is Star Trek is coming back. It's going to CBS All Access. I'm trying to get a gig as a Klingon. I think I could pull it off. The big forehead. All I need is some ridges here, and I got the long hair, and I can pull off being a Klingon. That's why I look like this, guys. I ain't changing this look until Star Trek turns me down. So getting back to Richard, the different Richard. Richard actually is moving, so I'm helping Richard move. It's me and two other dudes, right? And Richard lived in this gross place. I can't believe, I was a bachelor at one point, but at least I did once in a while clean the toilet. So this guy, Richard, another toilet thing. I'm sorry about this. They're both toilet humor, right? But the guy, I had to use his bathroom because I'm drinking his beer. I forget what kind of beer it was because this is a kind of long time ago. Probably Pabst Blue Ribbon or Coors, whatever it was. And I'm in the bathroom and I got a whiz, right? So I open up the toilet and oh my God, it's just crusty all over the side of the toilet. When you don't clean a toilet, and guys are the nasty guys. They're drinking bad stuff. They're eating bad stuff. And then it's like you're playing a tuba. And if you can imagine the air coming out of the tuba is the air coming out of your ass when you got diarrhea coming out. So it's not nicely centered in the center of the toilet. It's all over the side of the toilet. And then if you don't clean it, it gets crusty on there. It gets crusty. You know this look, right? Guys, you know this look at the sides of the toilet when you don't clean it, right? So, I was younger, so I had a stronger stream of pee, right? So I figured, you know what, I'm cleaning Bill's place. I'm helping him to move. He's got to clean for the landlord's going to come in. They're going to do the walkthrough. So I figured, you know what, I got the strong stream now. So I figured I would help him. So I'm there like I'm doing, what do they call that? The guys that, I'm jackhammering the crap on the side of his toilet with my strong stream of pee, and I'm chipping it off piece by piece. So I'm cleaning his toilet with my stream of pee, cleaning off the dry, crusted shit on the side of his toilet. He should have thanked me. He didn't even give me a pizza. And I pulled him in there and I showed him, because I didn't have enough pee in me to clean the whole thing. I cleaned like 1/4 of it. So I called Bill in there and said, Bill, you know what? I cleaned 1/4 of your toilet. Can I get a free pizza? I asked if I get a free pizza because I cleaned, and no one's going to put their hand in that toilet and clean it out. And can you imagine a landlord going in there and having a toilet that looks like that? So I significantly helped the guy out. Give me a friggin' bone. Give me a pizza. I didn't even get that. Unbelievable. Crystallized pee toilet. What? By the way, Piggy Works. Let me correct you. It was not crystallized pee. It was crystallized shit. It's like that. When I used to do the show about UFOs and extraterrestrials, we talked about inside the caves. They got the drawings on the sides of the caves. The guy that's seeing an alien and all that stuff, so he's drawing on the cave. His toilet was like that. It was like the cave walls with hieroglyphics. It looked that bad. I mean, these are some gross stories that happened to a gentleman like me. Right? What else do you got, guys? Anything else? I'm waiting for you guys to give me some gross stories, and no one's calling. Am I intimidating you with these gross stories? I do have more gross stories, but pressure washing. I was pressure washing. That's exactly right. So I'm not losing the audience tonight with these gross stories. By the way, so I think what I'm going to do, the caller that called up, the woman that called up, thinking I did an intelligent type of show, she recommended I do Art Bell's show. He did Coast to Coast, and during Halloween, he did Ghost to Ghost. Someone said, Dave, why don't you do a Ghost to Ghost thing? I'm going to do a Gross to Gross thing on Halloween. So I'm going to have you guys get ready, because during Halloween, I want you guys to get your gross stories ready and call in, because we're going to do Gross to Gross, and I want you guys to be part of that. I want you guys to have the ammunition to call a screwed up show like this and give me your gross to gross story. So we're going to do that. I'm going to announce it way before Halloween. I want you guys to get ready with your most disgusting story. Don't make shit up, by the way. Give me a real story, because I try to make sure that everything I tell you guys is reality. I've been when you're a bachelor, like I was for a lot of years. I didn't get married till I was in my mid to late 30s. What was it, mid 30s or late 30s? I forget. It's been that horrible a marriage from her perspective. From my perspective, I'm lucky. From her perspective, it's been a horror. Can you believe married to a guy like me who does a show like this, who's telling you gross to gross stories? We got someone. Hey, this is Dave Darren. You are on the most gross show on the entire internet. Welcome to it. What's going on?
Hello, Dave. I called earlier. I'm sorry. I thought that you wanted me to tell a story about ghosts.
Oh, about ghosts. All right, well, do you have tell us a little bit. Okay.
I do have a gross story, though.
All right, give us the gross story, because we're not. Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
One time, I was cleaning out my kitchen cupboard, and there was an expired can of Spam in there. And do you want to guess when it expired?
Wait, when did it expire? When did it expire? When?
It expired in 1974, and this was 2 years ago when I found this can.
Wow. Now, did you eat it, and then you sat in the toilet and you had the best diarrhea in your life?
Well,
is that what you're going to tell me?
I didn't eat it.
You didn't eat
what
it.
I did is I shoved it up my crusty, dirty old fucking pussy covered in oily discharge and hunks of
mayonnaise, bullshit, turds spewing out of my crusty old lady ass.
Sounds delicious. Sounds delicious. I gotta go get a sandwich after this show for sure. How about that? Now that why did she hang up? I was going to ask her if she like put mayonnaise on it as well and served it to her husband, but I guess we didn't get that. If you're going to give us a gross story, hang in there. I want to hear the conclusion of it because there's more to it than that. Because that woman sounded horny. I think her husband was down there enjoying his feasts. His feces. It wasn't feast. It was feces. Let's see, what else do we got here? I know some of you guys are really getting grossed out now. This is great. That's the whole idea of this show. Matt Miller, how's it going? How's it going, Matt? Let's see. Now that's interesting. That's what John says. This is what this show is getting to be. Interesting. Don't you think? So let's see. If anyone wants to call, give us another gross story. It can be a heckler. I don't care. 609-467-4000. I'll tell you why. Because we have flushed all the Dave Dara listeners down the toilet that liked Dave's show when he did the UFO extraterrestrial paranormal show. But you know what? No one called into that show. I'm getting callers now talking about bullshit. Literally, I'm getting callers about this. Is a lot more fun. We're going to do this more often, and we will. We do it every Thursday. We do it every Sunday. I give you guys Friday and Saturday to flush some stuff down the toilet, and then come on the Sunday show, all right? 1974. What were you doing in 1974? I was having a great time in 1974. I was preparing to go to Las Vegas in 1976. And it went, another caller. Let's get the call. Hey, you are on the most gross Dave Darren show that has ever aired on the internet in its entire life of the internet, which was obviously Al Gore created the internet. What do you got going on, man? Tell us your gross story.
Well, I don't have a gross story.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
But, no, I have to tell you, Dave, this show is below you.
It's below me.
Why don't I called one for earlier. My name is Terry. It's not Anne Marie. And you said that you don't want to imitate us. I don't want you to imitate us.
Okay.
I don't want you to do that. But I don't want you to do this shit either, because this is shit, Dave. You're working way below yourself, and I bet your wife will tell you the same thing.
No, my wife loves this show. She's listening right now and laughing in the background. And so she's having a good time.
Come on. Are you kidding me? When you can have an intelligent show, you don't have to just talk about aliens.
Oh.
You can talk about ghosts. Paranormal is big now, Dave.
No, a lot of people do. Well, you know what the problem is? So many people do it. Why do they need to hear paranormal stuff from me?
My daughter wants to know what group you're in.
I was in a group called Bandstand and also Cookie Jar and the Crumbs.
Johnny Crow?
No. I was in a band called Bandstand, but this is 70s and the 80s. This is not current. I don't play in a band now. Now I do gross radio.
Oh, you don't play in it anymore?
No.
Yes, that's me and pussy.
No, now I just do gross radio shows. That's what I do now.
Listen to me, Dave, please.
Yeah.
I can see you talking. There must be a hesitation because my computer's down.
Oh, okay.
You know, I turned it down.
Uh-huh.
I really do. I think this show is way below your intelligence. Talking about this shit, you can hear this from a 12-year-old.
Well,
these stories.
That's why.
These stories.
Well, that's why I love it. Most of my audience is probably in their 50s and 60s. Believe it or not, they're older than 12. Can you believe that? these are old dudes, and actually these old dudes actually like this show about shit because they actually all have colostomy bags. So it's great. It's perfect for them.
I have to tell you something funny.
Okay.
When I was looking at the deed, for all your archive stuff,
right,
I saw pictures of you, and you look just like Howard Stern.
Right. I'm going to start wearing that wig starting next week. I'm going to start dressing up like Howard Stern since I do a shit show.
Did anybody tell you that? I mean, I said, oh, Jesus, he had Howard Stern on his program, and I missed it.
That's right. That's right. I look like it because I got the big nose and the small penis. So I look just like him. You're exactly right.
Because it's on. Don't ask me questions like when I'm on the phone.
Right, right. Don't disturb this
Yes,
intelligent
it's not
call.
live. Want to talk to my daughter?
Absolutely.
She might have something gross. She's 45.
Okay, let's get her on. Here we go. Great.
Okay,
Let's
here, baby.
Okay.
Here's the thing. You're trying to something gross. Hello?
Hello there. How are you?
Very good. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. What? By the way, what do you look like? Tell us what you look like, because my audience is full of guys and they're all horny. So please describe yourself in a sexual manner, if you don't mind.
What do I look like?
Yes. What do you look like?
Drop dead gorgeous.
You're gorgeous. What? Wow. Okay. So that's cool. So now you're there with your mom right now. How are you going to get your mom out of the room when you have a guy coming over later tonight? How are you going to do that?
I'm not really sure when she listens. My mother listens to Art Bell.
I know.
Every night.
Right. I do. So she thought I was. She thought I was going to be like an Art Bell, and ended up I'm not close to Art Bell at all. I do this crap show. So are you a married?
What is your show all about?
It's all about talking to you tonight. It's talking about you. So how would you entertain?
We're talking about me.
Yeah, we're talking about you. We want to find out all about you. So, for instance,
I want to find out about me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you
this
watching?
Could be a long story.
Okay. Do you see me now? Are you watching me on computer? Because I'm not a handsome guy. So before you start getting really.
Oh, you actually look like somebody in a band I know.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Did you have sexual relations with the guy in the band?
But what is very good looking?
Very
but
good.
what do you talk about?
Garbage. Your mother said it in the background. I talk about garbage, pretty much.
You talk about nothing.
Yeah, pretty much nothing. Yeah.
Are you doing like an alien show or?
Not anymore. Although I had a listener who had sex with 3 aliens in a gorgy situation. So, do you think you would get turned on by some skinny guys in gray suits and probing you with different things? Do you think that would turn you on, like being probed by aliens on a stainless steel flatbed? Would that turn you on? Is that kind of are you into that?
I think you're being very kind of inappropriate to say that to me.
Well, that's my
to ask me if I'd be turned on by certain things.
Yeah.
I'm not turned on by anything.
What, really? Why
the only thing I'm turned on by
you're 45 years old.
Intelligent men.
Oh, okay.
That make sense.
Wrong show.
And have good jobs.
Wrong show.
That can stand on 2 feet. And carry themselves well. Asking me what will turn me on.
I do agree.
I find it's very inappropriate.
Yeah, but I agree.
So I'm not really sure. I'm going to look at how many people watch you, which is 11.
That's exactly right, 11.
48 at one time. I think you need to kind of maybe detour the way you're doing your show.
Okay, but you know what? I agree with you on one point. I do like dating women that have great jobs too, which is exactly why I date prostitutes, because I pay them well. So they have great jobs.
Well, it's not all about sex, sir. The thing is that, I understand you like good-looking women. Is this all about what your show is about? I mean,
no, I like ugly women. I like
doing the show for just to get callers, to call you and you say to them, what are you looking for? What turns you on? Are you good looking? Tell me what you want.
Yeah.
I go, I think you're
I think we lost her somehow. I must have pressed the wrong button. I must have pressed the wrong button on purpose. So, all right. So, guys, what? Oh my God! Can you imagine? I got beat up by someone who was so straight on the phone. It was incredible. I do this type of show. I'm sure she was listening for a while, And she knew the type of program. Her mom should have told her what kind of program. This show is inappropriate. It's supposed to be inappropriate because I'm an inappropriate guy. So let's see. This lady is a jerk. I wouldn't say she's a jerk. She's just very boring. She should not be on radio at all. And she wasn't on radio because I was done with her. I did already hang up on her, Lamont. So let's see. What was I talking about? By the way, I was a gigolo for one day. That's not a joke. In 1974, I was a young guy. In 1980, I went to Las Vegas. Was it 1980 or 81? I forget. Another caller. Oh, my God. I hope this isn't her calling back. Hey, this is Dave Darren. Is this the same lady I was just talking to a second ago? Oh, she hung up. He hung up or she hung up. Not sure which. Anyway, I was in Las Vegas, and I decided another call. Hey, Dave Darren on the line. This is Gross to Gross. What's going on?
Dave.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Lamont.
Lamont, how's it? Yeah, Lamont, do you love my new show? Do you like my new format? Is it crazy? Is it fun? Is it disgusting? Is it exactly what you would turn into every day?
It's different. But I wouldn't mind. I mean, just change the subject every, gross this or gross that. But I can't believe all these other people aren't calling you. As being a parent of 4 kids, actually, I've seen all kinds of gross, poopy, this, that, and the other. But I think the thing that grossed me out the most was one time I went to my mom's house in Las Vegas after they had flushed or tried to clean the sewer systems. And basically all the billions of cockroaches that lived in the sewer systems came out and infested pretty much the whole city, at least the part where my mom's house was. And we got there late one night. It was a rental house. I had to refix it. And we were walking in the backyard. I was like, what's all this crackling crunch noise? Every step, So finally we went and got a flashlight. We went out there, and instead of grass, it was all cockroaches. They're coming out of the walls, just everywhere. And we bombed the house 3 or 4 times, ended up getting a bug guy to come out and start spraying every twice a week, just so that we could re-rent the house out. But that, to me, was pretty gross. I've been in abandoned houses partying with people, and their sewer systems weren't working, and the smell's bad. What's in the toilet looks bad, but it's just the cockroaches, just everywhere. That to me was pretty damn gross.
Yeah, it's funny. When I was a college student, I lived in the dorm, and I remember when I would go back to the dorm room, as soon as I turned on a light switch, you would see the cockroaches scatter. Usually they scatter when they see light. Did you realize that? Did you notice that?
Oh yeah.
So it is. So it was the most disgusting thing as well. And I didn't stay in that room that long because the toilet was clean, by the way. But the cockroaches, there were always like 7, 8, 9 of them. And I turned on the light and they would all scatter. I remember that. They're quick. Cockroaches are a quick insect, amazingly fast.
Yeah, my mom's house, we had to stay there that night on the floor.
Oh, on the floor.
Because the house was empty. And so we all slept on the floors, and I mean, it was just, you knew they were crawling over you and everything. It's just terrible. Like you said, I mean, they're in the walls, so if you turn on the lights, here they go rushing into the walls, and it was just something like out of a horror movie.
I wonder if you could have slept with the lights on, and then the cockroaches would have never came because the lights were on in the room. Did you try that? I know it's hard to sleep with the lights.
No, I didn't really think about that. Again, this was like 10 years ago, but we were tired. We were tired from driving. We drove from LA to Vegas that night, and then we had to sleep and then work on the house the next day. But yeah, we were pretty tired. But I mean, just like I said, the night walking through the grass, and as if there was, it's desert, so there's hardly any grass. The crackling crunching underneath your feet, and then find out that it was all cockroaches. They were big. They were huge. They weren't like those ones you normally see in your house. They're almost like beetles. That's how big they were.
There is a solution for that, by the way, because I know this. I know one solution for getting rid of cockroaches in your house, or at least when you're sleeping on the floor and there's cockroaches and you don't want them on your body. Here's what you do. For instance, I'm from an Italian family. Italian families, we love fish. We love crabs, right? Crabs are something. So here's what you do. Next time you have this happen, just pick up a prostitute that has crabs. You'll get crabs on your penis, and when you lie on the floor, the cockroaches will at least stay away from your genitals because there's crabs on there, and the cockroaches don't get along with crabs at all. So there's a solution for you. Okay?
Will they be running towards her or away from her?
That's a good point. I have no idea. Well, if you saw any of the hookers that I picked up, you would run away from them. So trust me, I'm not a good-looking guy, so I can't even pay for a good-looking hooker. But yeah. So thanks for joining the show, Lamont. You're a great caller all the time. I appreciate you. So you would like me to go back and forth with legitimate show and a crazy show, legitimate crazy. Is that it? Is that what you're thinking, or what?
I don't know. Like I said, just do it for your own enjoyment along with everybody else's. And I think you have to do whatever fits you the best. But I thought about maybe if everyone could help out trying to get you guests for the UFO and paranormal show. But like you said, if it's such a small show that the legitimate people probably aren't going to want to do your show because there's nothing in it for them.
Right, exactly right. So that's the complication.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. But, I was thinking like the pilot that flew Reagan's plane, if he studies, but I'm probably dead by now, but when they saw the UFO, or get somebody that actually, like the Air Force people, if they can talk about it, about the UFOs they've seen. But again, how do you reach them? How do you get them on your show? I don't know.
Well, the complication is, too, like, the show was growing for a while on Facebook. And then suddenly it dried up significantly. Now, some people say it probably dried up because, Dave, you were a fad for a while, then you started getting bizarre, so maybe I turned some people off. But it was doing well for a while. And then I was thinking, okay, if it keeps growing in this pace, I can get some legitimate people on. But then the problem, that happened, and then I wasn't getting enough callers to call in and talk to the guests, and that's what the whole show was about. So then I thought, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about all these people that, there's only 10 or 12 or 20 or 100. Come on, guys. I know that, cockroaches aren't all that gross. I'm sure there has to be something they saw. Somebody getting hurt that's all bloody. I was at a buddy's house one time, a motorcycle was just going crazy up and down the streets, not stopping at the stop signs. Well, you know what happened. One time he didn't make it. The car was coming.
Yep.
Boom, and it wasn't all that gross. I mean, it wasn't bloody, wasn't died. We all died. But that's life. That's not gross. It's just something that happens. And so, come on, guys, give Dave a call. And cockroaches are gross, but let's see what you guys got.
Yep, that's right. Exactly right. Thanks, Lamont, for the call, and I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you real soon. You'll call again, I'm sure. Thanks so much. Cheers. Okay.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Bye.
Okay, guys. So it is about the time of the day where I kind of get ready to sign off. But before I do, let's see. I'll read some of the comments here. Piggy Wink said, "Don't you ever fucking make fun of beetles again." I think we're talking about cockroaches, not beetles. Although beetles are similar to cockroaches, right? When you step on them, they squirt all over the place. There's these reality shows. I used to watch that one once in a while. I forget what it was called. Let's take the call. Hey, this is Dave Darren on Gross to Gross. What's going on? What story you got to share with us? What do you got going on?
Hey, Dave, I got a good one for you.
Okay.
It actually happened to a friend of mine. I say that because it actually happened to a friend of mine. And I'm not trying to keep myself anonymous with this story, but it's a true story.
All right.
Really fucking gross.
Good.
So, a friend of mine, back when we were in our early 20s, he woke up one morning and I remember he told me his throat felt like someone had smashed a glass bottle inside of it. He said it was the most pain he'd ever felt in his entire life. He said it was so bad that like all the way to the hospital, like he drove himself to the hospital. He had to breathe through his nose because his throat hurt so bad. And he said that he got there and he told the doctor, he said he woke up and he said his throat just hurt really, really bad. And he looked there and it was red, and the doctor said that they had to take some samples and stuff like that. And the guy, I guess, from what I understand, the guy was pretty close to this doctor. And the doctor came back and was just he said something to him I didn't take you for the homosexual type. And he was like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" And it turned out that he had gonorrhea in his throat.
Huh.
But here's the thing: is he wasn't gay, and he obviously wasn't performing oral sex on anyone. But
that's what he's telling you.
He'd gotten a little rich that week and had been eating out everywhere. And the doctor said that I guess it was possible that someone must have masturbated into his food. And he said that he ate at Taco Bell and Friendly's and stuff like that. So there's people out there that jerk off in your food and give you gonorrhea.
Wow. Sounds like a good tasty horseradish to me, right?
Oh, man, you'd never know.
You never know. Well, you would think that when someone whacks off into your taco, you would think that you would see, how long ago did this happen? Long time ago? Sounds like a long time ago, right?
A long time ago, maybe
that's why I'm saying a long time ago when someone whacks off in your taco, you'd usually get at least a couple pubic hairs in there, so you would be able to see that someone whacked off in your taco. Because
I'm not if you're careful.
You got to be careful. Make sure. So this is a public service announcement on the Dave Darren Show that if you eat a taco and you notice that the taco has that white creamy substance on it, make sure you look for pubic hairs because you never know what's in your taco. Could
get throat gonorrhea.
Yeah, throat gonorrhea. Wow. Now that's what he told you. He probably did do a gay guy. I mean, I don't think you get gonorrhea from something.
You can. Trust me, this guy would tell me if he sucked a dog.
He would tell you.
Yeah, he's not the kind of guy that would be like, oh, I did. He definitely ate splooge in one of his meals, though.
Wow. Well, how about that? He got gonorrhea in the throat. Wow.
Gotta be careful what you eat, Dave.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that stuff. Make sure you sample.
Oh, yeah, Dave, on an unrelated note, man.
Okay, what do you got? Unrelated note?
You're just a hop and a skip away from Roswell, aren't you?
I am, that's correct. I'm not far away at all, right.
Are you gonna go out there for the big meetup thing that everyone's doing?
No, because I'm afraid I'll eat a taco and get gonorrhea at the taco stand. But no, in all reality, I'm not going to go. I don't think anyone's going to go there. Like, it fizzled out. It was a happening
There's
thing.
a lot of people still going.
There's still, really?
From what I understand, yeah, there's a bunch of people that still flights are going, and they're just going to do like a meetup thing. There's probably going to be some talkers and shit, maybe some, I don't know, just like a big meeting for people who are interested in the subject. Could be interesting.
Yeah, that sounds like a great place to go for a bunch of geeks who are trying to get laid because they're going to go there thinking about UFOs and stuff like that. There's one place to go that if you're a geek, you might have a chance to get laid, right? I would think that's an opportunity.
No, you could always go. You could go to Miller's house.
Well, I know Miller hasn't gotten laid himself, so how are you going to get laid in Miller's house? He hasn't gotten laid.
I think Miller will fuck anything. Have you ever noticed that Miller has a strange inordinate fondness for Depeche Mode?
Yeah, I did notice that. Yeah, I think he's got a fondness for Depeche Load. I think he's got some.
Yeah.
I think he might have gonorrhea in the throat, and it's not.
I think he might have a Depeche Chode.
I did notice that he's got Depeche Mode all over his site.
Yeah, he's a DJ at Depeche Mode.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Well, I got to get out.
Even the singer from Depeche Mode would call him a faggot.
Yeah, probably so. Well, thanks for calling, by the way. I appreciate your call.
Later, dude.
Cheers, man. Take care. All right, guys, so this was my gross show for tonight. Let's see what everyone else has got to say. I heard the story on Reddit. I don't know what Reddit is. I've never checked that out. Reddit. I've heard of it. I don't know what it is. I've never researched it. I've never been on it. Lamont says Roswell or Area 51. That's right. The caller was talking about Roswell. Am I close to Roswell? And I am not far from Roswell, but I'm probably closer to Area 51. Area 51 is in Nevada. Roswell is in New Mexico, right? Did I order sour cream? Let's see. This it'll be like that time Pee Wee Herman had an adult show. You know, all of Pee Wee Herman's shows were like adult shows. There were all these shows that had underlying adult humor in them, which made them great shows. I miss Pee Wee Herman's show. And actually, Pee Wee Herman showed his pee-pee in the adult theater, right? Whacking off in the adult theater. I don't know if he whacked off, but I think he was showing parts of his body in the adult theater. So, but so what? So what? Who doesn't go? Last time I was in Star Wars, I was whacking off to Princess Leia. which I'm sure Miller does every time he sees one of those robots. So I'll tell you what, guys. Why aren't you talking on chat? Why aren't you people talking on chat? I don't know why. I don't know why more people don't call in. I see some people talking on chat. We do have one final caller here before I shut the lines off. Let's take a final finale of a phone call. Here we go. Hey, this is Dave Darren on Gross to Gross. What's happening in your life? Tell us all about it.
Hey, I got a gross stupid for you. One time I was fucking this fat chick. One time I was fucking this fat chick in the ass. And when I pulled my dick out, she got shit all over my dick. And I felt bad because like this big girl was working hard. I didn't want her to have to turn around and see she made a mess. So I wiped that shit off all over my hands and just ate this shit off. You know?
You ate it all.
And afterwards, I busted a big crusty fucking nut all over that shit caked ass and wiped the remainder of her peanut speckled shit off with my dirty ass magma covered ball sack.
Wow. Look at that guy. What a finale. Now that's the way to end the Dave Darren show. That is perfection. You should call that the filet mignon of the Dave Darren show right there. All right? And if you notice at the same time, my dog was licking his ball sack. In fact, his name is Willie. I call him Willie Ballsack. That's his name. So let me get out of here. This is Dave Darren logging off. It's the top of the hour. We did a gross show for a full hour. I'm going to let you guys go right now and bombing your heads off until we meet again on Sunday, a holy day. I'll see you guys then. Cheers.
Do you know the Dave Darren Show? He used to be on terrestrial radio, but he got fired.
Here comes the boss fella now.
Dave Darren.